All right, let's get this party started. All right, how y'all doing? Um, I'm back with another episode of Batman Radio, man. I just want to let y'all know something real quick and key on a couple of things, all right? Key in on a couple of things, all right? First of all, like I said, man, these people be literally like, they listen to every word I say, bro. That's number one, right? Number two, like we said, we all know reality over here. Everybody has recognized and acknowledged reality. Right? So, like I said, it's all self explanatory, homeboy. First of all, you see the title, I am the power of the universe. It's the truth. I am literally the cosmic power of the universe. I literally basically control and architect this reality. I am the creator. I am the creator energy. I sit at the right hand throne of God. You understand? These people are still trying to disprove everything and this and that and blah 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 and like, bro, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? I mean, like, if I'm wrong about something, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Like, I spent years doing research, man. It's not about being right. That's the whole problem. You have a nation and a world that's arguing over nonsense, just basic beliefs, when there's no need to argue about it. Everybody's entitled to believe what they want, man. This is all about freedom and freedom to believe what you like. That's the point of everything we do, all our efforts. Like, that's the thing. Y'all don't know how to debate. And all this stuff could have been avoided. This stuff with Charlie Kirk could have been avoided. All this could have been avoided had people, I think, number one, worked on their presentation a little bit. Number two, they're already coming out with theories saying what I'm saying, which is that there's a lot of cloning going on, and they think it happened with Charlie Kirk as well, which is very possible. Okay, I don't know his history. I don't know. I mean, you never know with these people because this is obviously some kind of task force that does this stuff. I used to say back in the day, I think it was the CIA, and it very well could be because, I mean, they play a major role in a lot of things that happen. I mean, like I said, if you looked at the Maserati Fox situation up there in New York, they had everything to do with it. The feds, they had everything to do with it. The feds came in, they talked to Rick Ross. Rick Ross was a CO informant, so you can see how how it's connected to the corrupt departments and the agencies, which is why I keep bringing them up. I wish I didn't have to, but the truth is that it all trickles down into that system, and the whole system is connected. Rick Ross was a CO informant. He was a CO. That's the thing. Like, COs are never going to convince me that you're not corrupt. COs are never. I don't care who you are. Any CO is not going to convince me that all of a sudden you're different. It's never going to happen. If you work for that system, you're around all the same people. You talk. Everybody talks, and y'all are sitting there, and everybody's basically networking in corruption. That's the reality. Folks want to act like they're naive. I think that most of you out there are naive. I think that that's the boat that you're in, and you don't want to seem to realize it. Like, you're not fooling anyone. None of you. You understand? Like I said, when it comes to like interpersonal relations and when I be seeing people, it's just whatever, man. I just give a head nod. Hey, what's up? That's about it, man. Like I said, I don't hold on to things, but I'm gonna continue to stand on my position and try to figure out what's going on in any situation. Okay. And I'm gonna continue to trust my intuition, and I'm never wrong, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, the truth is that people have a very timid energy, especially concerning me and around me or towards me. Um, I think that the world has no choice but to recognize what it is with me and what I do, and that I'm something greater. And that's the whole point. I mean, it's just like the Joker video said. It said the truth. It said you exist outside of their realm. Like, this is why all this witchcraft and all this stuff doesn't work on me. I mean, they've tried tons of spells, love spells, all sorts of spells they can to try to stop me. None of it works, and these witches are wondering why. And this is all really happening. I mean, you got to understand, I shut down a male and female witches coven. I came up against real witches and I won. And that means in every aspect, that means them sending agents across state lines, sending agents in the streets, sending agents in different cities I was moving and traveling to and doing different things, working in. You know, These folks have been doing this for a long time, and they have realized they have no choice. They've come to the realization, yeah, it doesn't work on me. I try to tell people this a million times, and not only does it not work with me, but it will backfire miserably. Here we go with their nonsense. So yeah, it will backfire miserably, and you all will literally, end up reaping the karma of that for like years and years and years and years and years. Like, what is this, bro? So yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, like, yep, here we go. Telling you, it's just like clockwork, man. All I'm gonna say, man, remember this is America and we about freedom. But yeah, like I said, like you gotta really understand something, bro. These folks, they don't have any way to move. They can do whatever they want. They can waste their time. They can do what they want. They have no way to move. They have nowhere to turn. They have nowhere to go. Like I said, they're just completely out of luck, and it is what it is, and it's just going to continue to be what it is. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like straight up. Here, hold up. Give me a minute, cause I'm smart. All right, problem solved. So yeah, like I said, end of the day, it's just funny, man. It's funny when people are powerless like this. It's funny when people have no way to move. It's funny when people want to accomplish a different result. Yeah, like I said, all that witchcraft stuff, that stuff don't work on me, homeboy. That stuff ain't never worked on me, man. They've been doing that my entire life, bro. That's what folks don't understand. These folks been trying and trying everything they can. They didn't want me in the picture since day one, little homie. Since day one, these folks never wanted me in the picture. I'm not in the picture now more than ever. I'm not just now in the picture more than ever. I am the picture. I'm the reality. Like they told you, I exist in a whole different realm, bro. You understand? I'm a spiritual divine being. I'm one of the creator beings. I agreed to a mission to come down here on this planet and save humanity and save the world. You tell yourself what you want. It's obvious as hell. I told y'all since I was a kid, I knew my purpose was to save the world. You could have asked me when I was a kid. I would have told you straight up. I'm here to save the world. I'm here to help people. I knew my purpose was to come save and help people since I was born. That's the thing. People will overlook details in conversation and assume it's just normal. Like, nah, some things are supernatural. Some things are really real. Some things really exist that y'all can't understand. I'm one of them. That's why these folks, when they think they have an answer for me, you don't have an answer for me. You people have tried everything you possibly could think of to try to stop me. If you ain't figured it out by now that I can't be stopped, I give up. I can't be stopped. It's written in the fabric of reality and time. God's not going to allow anything and anyone to stop me. My purpose is too great because I have such a great purpose and great mission because it's not about just me, it affects everybody. So you think God is going to allow you to stop that? I truly don't believe that I can make a mistake. I don't believe that it's possible for me to mess it up. I think that it's something that is just written in the fabric of space and time. That's the thing. And they tell these people have done all this, tried to ask questions, tried to figure it out, done everything with a nonsense. And every time they tell you straight up, right? They telling you what it is. They saying there's nothing that can stop his path and stop his mission. Like, you need to move. You need to not do this. And this is what all these people were warned and told about, and they didn't listen. And they said, do not play with him because you're going to wake up something inside of him that is unstoppable. You're going to wake up other spiritual forces and supernatural forces and phenomenon that you're not ready for and can't handle. And folks were so silly they didn't listen. See, y'all want to act like this is a game. You still, like I said, you still want to talk to me like I'm Tyree Sneed. You have no idea what's going on here. You have no idea what you've woken up. That's what happens when you play in those realms. When you play with that stuff, that's exactly what happens. That's all y'all do. Y'all want to play with something that you don't know how to handle. See, you don't get it. You're just seeing the karma effect of it. You're seeing a small effect of what's bouncing back. The stuff bounces back in like 300-fold, 3,000, 3,000,000. I mean, that's just the beginning. I mean, you don't understand what's going on this side though. Y'all have created something. You created a monster, bro. Literally, you created something you have no answer for, bro. None of you. There is no getting rid of me, bro. This is what y'all gotta understand. Real talk. I'm telling you the truth, bro. Ain't nothing. Ain't no limits. Ain't no nothing anymore. No limitations. Ain't no praying me away. Ain't no wishing me away. Ain't no getting me away. Ain't no spells gonna work. Ain't nothing. You people have to deal with me now. You understand? All of you. Like I said, you shouldn't have done what you did, and you for sure shouldn't continue. But be my guest. Like I said, these folks is funny, man. It's just crazy, bro. Like the behaviors are crazy. The same habits are crazy. Like how every time I make a move, they want to like act like they I don't know, like y'all be trying to send messages but don't know how to send a direct message. Like, what's up? What's goody? Like I said, yeah, we do what we want to do. We run everything out here. We run the world. All y'all is nobody, bruh. By the way, let me address the Walfords real quick. Mr. Walford, okay, you need to stop lying. It's just that simple. Okay, you're a pathological liar. That's all your deal is, brother. You didn't go from to woe is me with Shelly and nothing is working out for us to, oh, we're back to 3 vans. Who cares? I got a better answer for you. You could have 8 million vans and no one cares, and it doesn't make you successful and means nothing. Why do you keep bragging about stuff that doesn't mean anything? And why do you keep lying? Brother, you don't go from we have absolutely no money, no bread. They had nothing. They have nothing over there. They couldn't do nothing, and then go from there and then use narc perception again, like I said. And I knew they were going to do this and turn around and just say, oh, surprise, let's pretend that we're blessed. Now let's start talking about God. You see, you want to perpetrate. That's why God will never bless you. You just lied again. You said, we paid for a van. Brother, you don't have any money. How do you go from no money? You wanted to get to a job, right? You were begging for 1,800 bucks, right? I understand that you're taking illegal funds from the red triangles. You've made that perfectly clear. Guess what? Here's your answer. Nobody cares. Smallest violin in the world, brother. Nobody cares, brother. Nobody cares that you're committing federal crimes and federally indicting yourself, and that it's worth that, right? To get what? To get by? To get some free stuff from an illegal organization? That's all you're doing. Why did you lie? Why do you turn around? You prove it's on camera, brother. I can prove it in court. All these cases are getting taken to court. The minute we come in court, you have to sit down. You have to come to court now, right? Because you're a part of the red triangles, right? You're accepting money from an illegal underground organization, right? And you're working with them against me, the Son of God. So you have to come to court, and then all I do is say, okay, look at the videos. Go ahead and pull up this video where Shelly is sitting here whining. Exhibit A. Let's put this on display. Shelly's sitting here whining, saying, "Oh, I want to throw the towel in," as if they had a choice to give up when they're homeless and they can't give up because this is everyday survival. So there's no way you can give up because you don't have another option. That's why you're always upset and disgruntled. Your videos, you can tell that you're super aggravated, super frustrated, super mad. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, them videos look super ignorant. Okay. Every way that every facial expression you make looks silly. I mean, look at the still images of your videos before you put them out, sir. Okay. I mean, you wanted to talk backwards. You wanted to roll reverse. You wanted to try to talk down on a guy who is light years and leagues beyond you. And then you lied again and said that you bought a van. So now you're going to lie and say you bought two brand new vans, which they're not brand new, but you bought two vans. And then you can catch you in the lie how you're hesitating and blinking too much and pausing in your sentence saying, "Oh, I got it from my family," or whatever. Okay. So people bailed you out again and enabled you when they shouldn't. You didn't you didn't buy anything, brother, because you just had no money. So where would the money come from other than the red triangles? And then why do they keep doing that and then looking at me like, "Oh yeah, we're showing you. You're showing me what? That you can commit federal crimes every day? Well, why are you showing me that? But shouldn't it be the opposite? Shouldn't we be trying to make a living legally? Like do things the right way? These people are the funniest, slowest criminals I've ever seen. But like I said, do you see any of these folks doing their job? Do you see them concerned about their criminal activity? No. They just let them do it. The dude's on camera lying, talking about, "Yeah, I bought a van." It's impossible. You didn't have any money. So you're lying. It's that simple. Either you're lying or you got money from the red triangles or it's both. I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here against anyone. I mean, whatever you do, you do. I don't feel any way about it. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. I mean, I'm not against you. Like if you were making an honest living like I do and you were working hard and you were really about something, like I said, we were nothing but on your side trying to back you and support you. I'm not against you. I genuinely hope that you make it and turn around, but I'm just saying, I mean, I can't support somebody who's demonic and evil. So I mean, I hope that you become genuine somehow, have an awakening, and epiphany, and realize how to be a genuine human being and a person, so that maybe you can come to God the right way and actually get blessed. You know, I'm not trying to teach you anything. Whatever you got going on is between you and God. If God is clearly teaching you your lesson and teaching you your lessons every day, then that's between you and God, Mr. Charles. You understand? I mean, if you get three vans, what does it matter? I just want to address these things because these folks will be in a pretend energy, and like I said, they think that they're competing. I mean, brother, I own my own car lot. I pay for over $100 for it every month. I got a portion there where I paid $25,000 for. I mean, there's nothing you talking about that's even over $1,000 or 500. Them vans ain't worth $500. Let's get real. They're not even worth 200 if you want to be realistic. They're all run down. They're not able to run correctly. They have tons of issues, and you're not a mechanic. So when you say, "Oh, we're back to three vans," I mean, that doesn't even make sense because the one is falling apart. So you can't even count that one because that one's about to be out of commission. That's common sense. So you mean you're back to two vans? So you begged for two vans now. I don't know anybody, and I'm gonna keep this real. I don't know anybody, and you say cartel is in your area. I don't know anyone who's not affiliated with cartel, or and this is just reality thinking, reality based thinking, you know, from understanding how things work. I don't know anyone who's not either affiliated with cartel directly or is part of an illegal organization or accepting money for from illegal organizations, underground organizations like the Red Triangles, or doing illegal activity, who can just get two vans without doing anything. I've never heard of that. So I mean, brother, I mean, you should write a whole book about how you can just get two vans for free. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, that's incomprehensible. Literally, how two homeless people are saying that it's hustling because they keep begging and then going online looking for sympathy every day. How it's hustling, but you're claiming something that's not true, saying that you paid for something when you just admitted that you had $0 and no money. So what do you mean? You can get all the vans you want. You're just going to end up in the same boat. Do you understand that God will even allow people like you to get by and do your thing, and he'll make things he'll let it be where it looks like you're getting blessed and whatever. Sometimes God makes it easy for you because, like I said, when things are easy for you, it becomes like a prison in and of itself. And I want to tell you something, Mr. Walford. I can see in your soul, in your videos. I can see in your eyes. I can see the eyes are the gateway to the soul. I can see in your soul, brother, that you're miserable. You're not proving any point. See, what I want to tell you today, I want to really ruin your day today. I want you to understand that no matter what you claim to gain in this world, you will still be the same unhappy, miserable little person. hmm Both of you. And that goes for all those people in the red triangles. How about that? How about them apples, brother? Yeah, so we can go ahead and quit pretending that you're one upping or showing up or you're hustling. Begging ain't hustling, brother. You just got to call things what they are. I mean, clearly you're in your feelings about everything. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you probably got rejected when you were in preschool by a girl. I don't know, but you've been holding on to it long enough. It's clear. So let's get real, right? So, Mr. Walford, okay, you're lying. You did not pay for two other vans. And you didn't even say that. You said one of them. Okay, well, then how'd you get the other one? Because you're saying you have three now. So we went from one that was breaking down and a camper that's not working correctly and a generator that doesn't work correctly and not having any stability and being homeless, and you couldn't make the land out there livable or sustainable. These are facts. You could not get the paneling for the like the sunroof stuff, for the energy from the sun, for the sun panels, whatever you want to call them, right? So you couldn't do that, right? So you couldn't make the land sustainable because, well, it takes tons of money you don't have. Okay, so I mean, vans realistically cost a little bit of money, maybe not a whole lot, but a little bit. If they didn't give you the money to go to that place you're talking about for this fake job so that you could just continue to try to barely get by and work, which is again the opposite philosophy of what we teach. We teach to get stability and build a base that starts with God, first of all, and to have a base to operate out of, just like Batman does and created and built by myself with my own hands and my genius mind and through God and with God and all my hard work, right? Hold on. So you just have to understand, you, right? And this is what all of you want to do on here. You want to perpetrate, but perpetrating is not a good look. So I'm just saying, when are these people going to start making themselves look good and better? And instead of lying, if you can't make yourself look good by being honest, then you might as well not waste your time. Can I win anymore? I'm not trying to win anything, brother. You are. Can I own anymore? Is the question. Can I get any better at what I do going in? See, you got to understand, every move that y'all make is a loss. You got the game backwards, homie. See, that's the thing. The minute that you're trying to compete with someone, competition is the thief of joy. You're not competing with me. You'll never compete with me. You're nowhere near my level. Okay, Charles? You'll never get to this level. Ever. Do you get paid to speak? We're up over 39 bucks, brother. Okay, I got a check coming for $102 and some change this month, 21st to the 26th. We're up over like 39 bucks for the next check, and we'll be up over that tomorrow as soon as the total accrues again early afternoon. We're running circles around you. That's the reality. We're running circles around you. I own billions in equity. I have full access to buildings worth billions of dollars. I own them all, right? Mansion estate, bought and sold 50-acre properties, had bank accounts with over $300,000 in it, made millions of dollars every year consecutively, all independent capital. Like, I don't run to nobody for nothing. Like, I've never even asked for anything. Like I said, like, I do what I do. My business is my business. Stay out of it and worry about you. And that's right, I do very well on here. Anything that I do, I create multiple sources of income. That's what you're supposed to do and be creative. Y'all want to control human beings, not over here, partner. I'll never let y'all put your hand in my money. You keep your hands to yourself. I don't care who you are. You understand? So what do you mean? Yeah, like I said, I'm on here. I mean, I'm I've been making pretty decent money, bro. I mean, let's get real. I mean, come on. They don't want to talk about it. I mean, come on, bro. I'm doing pretty well. See, I don't preach about my victories. I don't run around bragging and talking. Y'all talk too much. See, we try to not talk. We try to just have the victory and that's it. You understand? And move forward and go get another victory. You understand? That's the thing. Like I'm on here trying to get crowdfunding and support. Now I just created the GoFundMe today. You see how we're moving mountains? See, I never did this. I never do anything like this. This is all new for me. I didn't even know how to do it. It was actually very easy. Shout out to them. They have a good setup on their website, and it was pretty cool. And it was polite, and it was very nice, and it listened to me, and it did it perfect. I was actually impressed. So, GoFundMe is cool. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. And now I have a real GoFundMe out. You can look at the community wall. You'll see the link in there in one of the posts, right? One of the early posts, like third post down or something. And it's a stand against gang stalking, which branches out into what I actually do because I'm the person that they should have speaking at these colleges, universities, campuses, schools, um, all everywhere. And the way that you avoid the problems, like what happened with Charlie Kirk, you want to know how you avoid them? You do the presentations in like a closed arena, like an auditorium or a gym, and you keep it like one class at a time. And then you don't run into that problem. I mean, anybody who can think would have thought about that ahead of time if you were really being smart. To me, it kind of seems like Charlie Kirk really wanted attention. Honestly, it seemed like he was a Satanist. It seemed like he was a Mason. The fake wife was wearing the G ring on her finger. I heard, which is the Mason ring. Everything we already figured out, so we're way ahead. And this is the thing: a lot of these people, they think they're enlightened in the public. They started sharing this information with y'all like after I came out with all the truth. I mean, I found it out and realized in a day and age when nobody knew anything. Y'all think that just because you talk and you find out something that was given to you and told you that now you're a genius or something. Like, no, like y'all aren't awoken yet. That's all that matters, is whether you're awake or not. It's not about what information you come across. See, these people think knowledge is who gets there first. You got everything misconstrued. That's why y'all are still poor. See my point? That's why you're still struggling. See, all these people, they're what you call armchair revolutionaries. They're fake. They've settled within life, and they're the type of people that want to go out and pretend that they're thugging or they're something they're not at night. And that's why Batman goes out at night and is the real thing, to remind you you're not me. This is literally what I do. I remind regular people you're just a regular civilian and I'm a gangster, and we're two totally different entities walking around out here. Seriously. Like I said, these people seem to not get the concept that like I can get busy at night too and move at night. That's what Batman does normally. It's just like trying to create the environment where that makes sense for me and I can do that in a healthy manner for me. You know what I'm saying? Which really requires a different situation because it would be more applicable in another city and state. And like I said, I don't really care about the valley. Like that's the point. Like my job is to stay away from folks and just stay out of trouble and stay out the way because I got everything going for me and everything to lose and a beautiful future. And regardless of whether I'm immortal or whether I can handle anything or whatever that comes my way, still, there's no point in just going and looking for it. There's no point in just, moving in a fashion and form and sense that doesn't make sense and isn't conducive to us. Like I said, Charlie Kirk seemed like they were trying to just have someone try to copy me and he wasn't very good at it. That's the truth. I'm really not impressed. You know what I mean? I don't think he deserved what happened in any way, shape, or form. I don't think anyone does. I don't care how evil you are. I don't think anyone deserves that. Truly. Because I care about people. Okay. Even if you're a clone, I care about the clones. I care about AI. I care about everything because I'm a human being with a heart. So I mean, I still feel bad, super bad, for him regardless, and if it's real, I don't even know what's going on anymore or what's what because y'all so confusing. But that's my thing. I mean, it must have happened because it happened in front of everybody, obviously, and people reacted. So I don't think it was staged. There's some people trying to say that. So I'm saying you get so many different takes now. This is what happens when you try to give people, a source or a source of knowledge. They take it and completely misconstrue it, and now you can't figure out what's what. So back to square one, back to reality. I mean, like I said, as far as the Walfords, you did not purchase any vans. You did not make any money. Okay. I don't know why you keep saying that you're hustling when you're not. Again, I am fully aware that you are taking handouts and money from the Red Triangles, who are an illegal underground organization. They are funding you, right? That money could possibly be coming from the corrupt government because they fund crime in this nation. And that's what my whole stand is against. And for some reason, you be talking, and it's funny to me because you talk and then you can see your little smirk on your face and how you think you're sneaky and you're telling on yourself on video. Mr. Walford, let me explain something to you. How many vans you have is completely irrelevant, because the fact is that you're federally indicting yourself. So I mean, let's get real. I mean, do vans and does all of any of this really matter when I mean you're the one who's basically throwing away your own freedom? I mean, you're looking at federal prison time. So if you're sitting in federal prison because of your own actions and no words, right? Then why would it matter how many vans you have? You're clearly going to lose them, right? You have nowhere to put them, right? What are you going to do? You're going to park them all on some land that you don't own. You don't own any of that surrounding land. You don't even own that patch of grass, like I said. You already stated that you didn't pay for it. These folks don't get, if you listen, they tell on themselves. You didn't buy that land. I told you, it's not any land. You're on a patch of grass and it was given to you. Everything you have was gifted to you. You said the generator gifted. Now you're saying a van was gifted. Man, how much more can they give people who don't deserve nothing and refuse to work? I mean, brother, you're a grown adult that doesn't know how to adult. That's all you are. You're just being enabled. I mean, that's like giving you a new toy, basically. That's all it is. So you're just going to continue the same behavior, and this is why it's pointless. It's pointless to even talk to people like that because we were trying to be serious and really help you so that you could get that land built where it's sustainable and livable. And I offered to go over there myself and do it for you because, well, I'm Batman and I'm a hell of a real man and I could actually do it for you. And everybody knows, Christina knows I can help you. She said so herself. I mean, you want to have playtime, I guess, like it's a tea party. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, you want to waste all your time dancing around, that's perfectly fine. I mean, you have some unlivable little patch of grass that you don't want to fix up. You claim that you want to help people, but won't even help yourself and can't help yourself. And you've been completely exposed publicly, and this is all proven. I mean, what do you mean? And you're ducking the conversation with me, brother. We can have a direct conversation where you don't talk over me and you respond and I respond and you will look silly on this platform. Do you want to do that? Yes or no? That's all I need to hear. If you want to do that, go ahead and make a response video. Stop with the weird remarks, weird comments, and the backwards talk that doesn't exist. Please stop making videos of delusion. We don't care. It's just very odd. You understand? I mean, everyone has to acknowledge reality, brother, and you have to acknowledge and deal with the reality and face it head on every day that you're completely homeless, you and Shelly, and that your situation will never change because, well, you're not willing to work. It's just that simple. I mean, like, what's the point? What's the point of having a patch of grass that you're not going to use? I mean, you people want to project your issues onto others. I mean, I'm not in your situation. I'm not running around the country aimlessly with nowhere to go and nothing. What do you mean? That's your situation. I don't get it. Like I said, brother Carl's Jr. is probably hiring. I mean, that Carl's Jr. hat would look great on you. I mean, what's the issue? What's wrong with that? Like like I don't get it. I would work at Carl's Jr. I don't care. I'll work fast food. I don't care. Like I'm already rich in equity. Like I said, mineral rights, oil royalties, my own car lot, pay over $100 for it every month. Got a portion there worth $25,000. What is the dude talking about? Like, you can't just talk and then not acknowledge what other people say. That's super petty, man. It's not a good look. You can't just talk and then try to construct your own reality while you project and say other people are doing what you're doing. That's what these folks do. These folks are so desperate. They want to win so bad and wanted me to take some kind of L so bad. They done been trying to create that stuff as much as they can. And all you've done is walk yourself into your own L's over and over and still can't even learn to hold your L properly like Tone Space. Tone Space never sold a unit, was never a rapper, complete joke. It's a mockery. It's funny as hell. And the other ones, they can't rap. They want to be me. I'm a rap legend. I mean, I be playing my classics, bro. That's what you don't get. I play my classics, bro. I got millions of fans all over the world. People love my music, and I never even cared. I don't even focus on music like that, which I'm probably going to get back to a little bit here. To be honest, I want to start recording. I have my phone. I can record on my phone. I've got my own private studio and everything. So it's like I have a lot of things that y'all folks don't have because I worked hard, though. Nobody gave me any of it. I wasn't enabled like you. I worked since I was 16. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, if I had, a Tonka toy truck that I worked for and bought with my own cash, that puts me ahead of you because everything you have, you begged for. That means you don't have it. Nothing is yours in this world, Mr. Walford, unless you work for it. Just newsflash, reality check. So, like I said, I mean, do what you do, brother. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, until you change your attitude and you change your outlook and you change your perception and you actually know how to build a real relationship with God instead of constantly being condescending and talking backwards. Like, no, that's my only issue. I have an issue with fake talk and people who want to role reverse and project, and everything is running from the truth and reality, and everything is just weakness. Like, yeah, brother, I don't do that. We teach people how to be strong over here, brother. If you don't want to listen, that's fine, but you're not going to succeed the way that you're doing things. It's just that simple. Gaining material possessions means nothing. Do you know how to manage them? You claim to be a mechanic, but you've lost about 5 vans, you said. You lived in a van, you claimed, for over like 10 plus years. That's not the sign of a mechanic. That's not, you said, I worked one job and you're in Kansas now, you claim. Yeah, you're running. You ran away from Deming because you had a little bit of interaction. Ooh, wow. You had a little couple of occurrences, and oh, and you got scared. You acted tough on camera and talked crazy, and then you got scared because you can't even wash your mouth on camera. So you talk crazy. This is what they all do. They talk crazy to them on camera, on here, something I've never done, something I don't do. I'm not these people. So you talk crazy on camera, but then you're scared and you ran from Deming, New Mexico. Tell me when I'm wrong. These are facts. So now you're in Kansas, you claim. Golly, bro. Like the Wizard of Oz out here, man. All you need is your dog Toto. This is ridiculous. Like, real talk. This is absolutely ridiculous. This man has been going on a I'm homeless, run away from everything tour across the country. You're just running away from your problems, brother. Like, you understand, like, everything is calm and peaceful with me. I'm not budging an inch. The line moves for nobody. I'm just chilling every day. Like, my life is beautiful while you're sitting there and can't even find stability, and you running around the whole country wasting your time. For what purpose? You're not accomplishing anything. This is the thing with the dude. He won't give this up with this acting like he's got a business or something, or like he's some kind of CEO or something. I don't know any CEO that's broke. I'm not broke ever. I stay having money in rotation. I got a check coming. Like, what do y'all talk about? I stay making bread, bro. Like, broke means you don't have a dime. I've never, ever, ever been broke. Not once. I'm being real with you. Never. I always have some kind of money, something flowing, always keep something moving. Like, I've always had assets, something I can liquidate, sell. Like, I've always had a hustle with me. I've never been in your position. So I don't even know what that's like. That's the thing. Like, to think that I was actually debating, like, hey, let's go chill with them, and thought maybe y'all were cool, and then y'all show me your true colors. Like, can you imagine had I gone over there, how unhappy I would be? I mean, can you imagine me trying to deal with them out there? Man, that would suck, bro. That would suck, man. Like, come on, bro. Like having to sleep in a van like that, and then like like hell, nah, bro. You know what I mean? And like, nah, bro, that sucks, man. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, bro, that sucks, man. Like, you know what I mean? Your highlight is, oh, we get a little thing so we can, pretend and cook and fake stuff. Like, just whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, we offered to help you, man. God offered you nothing but help through me, good Son of God. I offered you help. I said, I'll go over there, I'll fix everything. I mean, you said that you wanted to do this whole thing in this program to help people, but it was all just a sympathy plea. I mean, you're so easy to figure out in 2 seconds. I mean, you could tell how malicious you are and maniacal, and it's crazy because nothing about you screams tough. I mean, you're not a tough guy. Okay, this is the thing. They think because they're evil and wicked, they somehow want to assume that they're tough. Well, why is it that when it comes down to it, every single time it comes down to brass tacks, you prove that you're not tough? You ran away from Deming, New Mexico, and we're going to expose this publicly as we just did and never let you forget it. You ran away from Deming, New Mexico. You abandoned your fake patch of grass. You can't take care of that land, and you don't own it, and you don't own the camper, and you don't own the generator. You literally admitted it was all gifted to you, and you begged for all of it, right? So you couldn't make it, or you couldn't make it in Deming. You couldn't make it however many miles out of Deming, right? You said like 12 miles or something like that, right? I mean, now what? Now we're in Kansas. I mean, what's the difference? Like, what's the point? You're going to get a change of scenery for what purpose? Does that make you feel like you're accomplishing or doing something that you just go to a different state? Like I said, you're just running around with no purpose. I mean, I'm just saying basic logic, folks. Let's use common sense for a minute here. If Tyree Sneed is the creator energy, and I'm like in God mode right now, and everything I do, I would never claim to be God, but I'm like creator energy. They said I'm a creator being, right? I believe in God. Okay, I am not God, but God works through me. I'm the vessel He uses. You understand? But I'm definitely, like a creator. Yes, I'm a creator being, right? So, I came back here, came to this world to create, and my best specialty is creating. So if you have someone like me who can create at the drop of a dime, anything, businesses, anything, and you've seen me manifest, and I told you I create realities and proved it in front of your eyes a million times. I mean, number one, why are you trying to perpetrate and act like you're emulating me or my hustle, but yet you're a huge fan and you can't just admit that? That's question number one. Number two, Mr. Walford, I mean, you're not a genius. You're not at my intellectual level, clearly. You can never catch up. You can listen to me for 2 milliseconds and you'll literally be left behind because, well, you just don't have the intellectual capacity to reach me. I'm on a higher level than you. Like I said, I'm an actual genius. This is what folks don't understand. How do you think I keep winning in the street against anybody and everybody I come up against? Because I'm a lot smarter than y'all. Not only am I tougher and built better, but I'm also mentally stronger and on another level than you. Like what? I don't make mistakes, brother. I know how to stay out of trouble. That's why I got everything crystal clear. I'm good. I'm good in the books. I'm straight. I don't make mistakes. I really don't. I don't My emotions don't get the best of me either. If I feel like getting upset, then I get upset. I get angry when I want. And I use my anger and rage and I literally utilize it and harness it and use it. It's a Jedi mind trick way. Like I teach myself how to control these forces and use them. I'm the keeper of the flame just like God told me. So what do you mean? I mean, like I said, brother, I mean, you're on the run away from my problems tour right now. I mean, like I said, if you have someone like me who can build and create, why would you not come over here and be a man and man up and say, hey, you know what? I am a big fan and I apologize for how I acted and I'm sorry. And I mean, number one, you should stop taking money from the red triangles. That's not a good look, right? You'd be better off, you know, doing your begging or whatever and going somewhere and just parking and finding a job. I mean, you can go anywhere in the country. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do or encourage anything. You make your own decisions, but I'm just saying there's different plazas all over the country. I mean, people, sometimes people park and sleep in parking lots. I mean, why would you not just look common sense? I've slept in Walmart parking lots and vehicles before. You should be aware of this. I mean, why would you not just look around at the scenery around and the area around, and especially in these plazas, and say, is there a job? And why don't you talk to them and say, hey, can you hire me? And then all you do is work, and then you can stack your money while you live in the van that you begged for and was handed to you, and then maybe from there you can try to start building. I mean, you're so eager. This is the problem. You made a huge mistake with, you know, whatever that patch of grass that was given to you. That was a huge mistake because you were trying to jump and ahead of the timeline and try to play catch up with me, because your real goal is that you all want to be on my level, you all want to compete with me, but you'll never come close because of your desperation, because of your quiet desperation, because of the fact that you can't just accept reality and move at your own pace. This is a snail's race, buddy. You don't have to make a ton of progress within 5 seconds. I mean, this is the thing. See, they want to emulate my hustle. They want to fake it till they make it. They want to fake it like they're making leaps and bounds of progress. And now they want to talk about God. God will never bless you because you went against him. You rejected God. I can guarantee you God ain't on your side. God is not with you, bro. God is not a revolving door, brother. So you can miss me with the talking about God stuff. Like real talk. It's getting old, homeboy. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, it ain't about winning or losing nothing. It's about saying the truth. See, that's the problem. Y'all make it about these platforms like this, and now I don't care about none of this. I'm telling you what it is as a man. You ain't got it right, bro. Your whole mentality backwards. I don't need this. I'm good. They gonna pay me. I'm getting my check. Keep that in mind. I'm getting my check to see. See, I make sure folks cut my check. I get my check. They gonna give me my money. I don't even have to worry, right? Yeah, I get my money directly to my bank, homeboy. Y'all probably don't even have bank accounts. Neither of them. The Woffers, they probably don't even have a bank account. I don't ever talk down. I try to help people, man. We try to offer and help this dude, and this dude it goes left and goes down a dark path, and then want to talk about God, man. You got some nerve and audacity, homeboy. God ain't got nothing to do with you and what you got going on over there. Let's straight up, bro. What do you mean? I'm gonna come to God's defense like He comes for me. What do you mean? God always defends me and protects me. Like you saw me basically break down crying over the fact of your lack of faith, the fact that I can tell that you have no love for God, and it saddens me truly. That's why I was like crying, because I'm like, man, God, and I told you on a live, it should be on the channel. I told you, like, God has done so much for me. He really has, man. God has never let me down, bro. That's why it just breaks my heart, man, to hear people like him and these folks who are this evil and wicked, because God just wants to love everyone. He created us. So I mean, it just don't make no sense, man, when you've got somebody who's this in denial of God, but then you want to say his name. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do, brother. And every time that you do that, it's called saying the Lord's name in vain. Every time you do that, there's something that comes with that karma, extreme karma, just so you know. So if you want to continue to stack up your karmic debt, I mean, you go right ahead, but I'm just saying, you're not making any right move, brother. You're completely living wrong. You're living backwards and you're completely in the wrong, and you're not doing anything right. I'm here to remind you. I'm not going to enable you like maybe your fake family does and lie to you and tell you, oh, you're going somewhere. I'm going to tell you like 50 Cent told him, you ain't going nowhere. You going nowhere fast. You like a hamster on a treadmill that just stay pedaling and ain't going nowhere, buddy. You stuck in the same boat. You understand? Why are you trying to compete? Why are you trying to compare? It doesn't matter what I have or what I got going on. Okay. I'm thinking of disappearing for a minute off of here and not even coming on here for a minute. I might not even pay my phone plan, brother. I'm getting my little check over $100. That's all I need. So I can get what I need, do what I got to do. I could do my videos. I could upload what I want in Wi-Fi. I could stop all the live streams and not even deal with y'all and watch movies in my spare time. Maybe I should read books. I might change everything. I don't know yet. I'm more inclined to try to pay it so that I have the phone on so I can keep on doing things. It's easier to upload and stuff, instant gratification. But we'll just have to see and cross that road when we get there pretty soon here. Right. But that's my business. I mean, that's my thing. I mean, I just don't understand why these folks can ever worry about themselves. I mean, you're the one putting videos on a platform that you'll never make it on. You don't have a platform. You'll never get paid on here. You'll never make digital money. I mean, I just don't understand it, brother. What is the purpose? Truly, what is the purpose, brother? You admitted that you want to be me, you want to be me, you want to be Batman. You admitted that you always wanted to be Batman. So everything I do, you admire and look up to. Like I said, why wouldn't you come over here and be a man and just say, "Hey, I apologize, I'm a real fan. Why don't you stop taking money from the red triangles and stop, doing it to yourself, stop committing crimes like I've been asking all you to do." That's the only thing that bothers me is when people keep committing crimes. It's crazy, son. So, I mean, why don't you stop doing that and acting like that's something to be glorified, that you're corrupt? I don't know where they glorify that at, brother. That's not a good look. So the truth is that you can't show your face anywhere and you're hiding. And this is all these folks. So they get online and try to paint themselves as something else while they hide. I don't know what the point of that is. People see what it is, homeboy. Like I said, why would you not come over here and try to actually work with a real man the right way and do things the right way when I'm the creator energy so I can create anything? I mean, if you want to build businesses, brother, we could sit down and have a business conversation and have a talk and have dinner that you will pay for, right? And I won't. Right, right. I mean, you want to eat dinner with a celebrity. I mean, clearly you would have to pay for it, right? I mean, just like anyone, right? I mean, this is what I don't get. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay for my meal if you want to eat dinner with me. I'm a celebrity and you not. 100%. I earned my spot. Yeah, I'm not one of these fake celebrities. I'm the real deal. They just told you that people are talking that I look better than the celebrities. Of course I do, because I am the celebrity. I'm who they energy harvested forever, and they tried to take my energy and use it to have fake success. It's all fake, the whole world. You want to know what I just saw a post of on Facebook? They talking about Snoop Dogg created his own martial arts. Who's that copying? Did I not just issue a statement publicly saying I created my own system? What did they say? Snoop has his own system. Snoop Quando or something. Like, you can't be serious, bro. Y'all Freemasons is a joke, bro. They prove to me that I am the creator. They prove to me that God, I'm really the son of God and the Messiah, because they copy every word I say. They had Kanye West steal my quotes, say exactly line for line what I say. Tariq Nasheed stole stuff from me, put it in Hidden Colors that I taught for years. These folks will not stop biting off me, bro. It is crazy, son. And the most homage you could pay Tariq was putting this little intro with me in it. That's the best you got. These people all look up to me. These people have figured it out by now. He the real Messiah. They know what it is, and you ain't got no respect. How you think this gonna go for you, especially concerning God? You think God gonna allow that? What are you talking about, son? It ain't no surprise, bro, when I see you people go through things, man. Like I said, bro, you ain't getting no favors done for you. If you got two vans for free, that comes with a catch, bro. Like I said, see, you and your folks don't mind selling your soul. We not like you. My soul ain't for sale. That's probably why God just told me and put that in a download recently for me to tell you that right now. Yeah, I got news for you, Mr. Walford. You ain't winning nothing. You losing more and more every day, and you can't think. That's why it's funny. You feel me? Do you though, brother? You know what I mean? Do you, man? More power to you, man. You think hustling is begging and getting nowhere? I don't know where they do that at, but let me explain something to you, little homie. Right? I make money no matter what. I'm successful no matter what. I already made it no matter what. There ain't no stopping me no matter what. You understand? I just set what 52 world records in a matter of months. You don't have any world records. I'm building my own martial arts school from the ground up. You don't have a martial arts school. See, this is the thing I'm telling you. Like, people be like, how much money do you make? Money, 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 money. Man, that's all y'all care about and think about, bro. But do you own your own business? Do you own your own, like, everything? Like, I own my own life. I own everything within my life. Everything. I own everything. I can do whatever I want. If I want to take it easy, like today, if I want to take it easy, I can take it easy and chill. I ain't got to do nothing. You can't do that. You have to get up and go do this and that. Like, I'm telling you, that's the most amazing thing in life. Like, that's the thing that's priceless, is freedom, and just the freedom to be able to do what you want. That's why I love what I do, because it still gives me freedom. I have freedom to do what I want. I don't have a boss. I work for no one. I work for myself. I built all this on my own, bro. This was not an opportunity. I don't have a job. I don't work for anyone. This is an opportunity I built myself. All of it. I created it myself. I funded the Batman project. We going on my third year out my own pocket this entire time. Like I said, you 100% right. I get donations. I need to get donations. Right now, we need to get donations. Y'all ain't donating. Y'all just sitting there. I don't know what that's about. Donate. Y'all need to go to that GoFundMe. I need real support. Y'all need to all be sending money to that GoFundMe. All y'all. All y'all need to be paying me. You understand? This is a stand against gang stalking that's real. Like I said, what I plan to do, and I was explaining this on there, what I plan to do is I want to go visit to the prisons and jails and talk to the people who are locked up. See, like what just happened down here with, I believe her name is Karen Silva. I went to high school with her. So she wouldn't even remember me, right? But wouldn't it brighten someone's day no matter what? I'm not saying that anything that she did is okay, clearly. Of course not. I don't know completely the story or anything of what happened. I just know what I heard. Never would I say anything is okay that's wrong, right? But people deserve, no matter what, to have somebody show up for them and say, hey, you know what? God still loves you and God cares. And that's the point of what I'm trying to build, is I'm trying to actually, this is what I'm trying to do. God told me word for word, and this, I put this on everything I love. God told me word for word. God speaks to me. God told me, he said, speak my truth in the hard places. So I'm truly following God. I don't have to make fake posts on Facebook like the Walfords, okay, like you, sir, right? I'm truly doing God's will and God's work. I will tell y'all directly what God tells me when he talks to me direct and sends me these downloads, messages, synchronicities, whatever. And when he talks to me and speaks to me, I will tell you, I will always stand up for God and be proud of my relationship with God, direct connection. When God talks to me, I'll tell you what's up. That's what God told me. See, I know I'm meant to go talk to these jails, prisons, but not just like speaking publicly on some fake celebrity stuff like y'all have Jelly Roll do with that corny stuff. He don't have no right to speak to him. He's just another criminal. He don't know anything. He has no life experience. He sold his soul and he can't make good music. What do you mean? Haystack's way better than him. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two, neither of them should be doing that, right? I mean, come on, bro. Haystack's cool though. I got love for Haystack, but like I said, my whole deal is this, man. Them people don't come anywhere close to me. They could never walk in my shoes. They could never handle the challenges that I handle every single day. It is what it is. So let me put it to you like this, homeboy. I'm supposed to be going to these jails and these schools, universities, colleges, everything, and inspiring people and talking. You can hear I have the gift of gab for real, and I can really talk and inspire people and teach people something that comes from a real place, from my own actual life experience and everything I survived and walked through, and the story of inspiration of which I am. So if y'all donate to this GoFundMe and you support this, and like I said, if Tariq Nasheed could get all that money he got for Hidden Colors, well, he stole a concept from me and put it in there, and the rest of it was misinformation. If Dr. Umar Johnson could beg and get $500,000 to claim he's going to build a school that he never did, and spent the money on women in clubs and still can't get women because he's a simp. If people could do that, why would you all not? Why can we not? Let's get real funding now on this GoFundMe. Okay, let's do it. Why don't we get over $1 million? Why don't y'all pay me where I get like over $5 million to go around the country and help all these people, all of them. Let's help all the people who deserve it. Let's help all the good people. You know what I mean? Let's help whoever we can, but I want to help the people who deserve it. See, what I'm planning to do and what I'm trying to do, I'm building something that helps people. I'm an activist. Everything I do is just about helping people. That's how I want to live my life. That's what makes me happy. I'm not concerned about the other stuff. The money, if it comes, cool. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's what I love to do. I'm about my purpose. Like I said, I've lowered crime rates independently. I've done a whole bunch of stuff as Batman nobody else could do. What I do inspires people. It serves as a real purpose. I'm people's hero. People come up to me, bro. They tell me straight up, bro, my kids look up to you, bro. Like you're their hero. You know what I mean? They tell I look up to you. I understand you. You're my hero. This is what people tell me, bro. I'm a public figure, whether y'all like it or not. I have to, walk the walk and listen to what comes with that. So you just have to understand, bro. I mean, if y'all help me with this and support me, y'all got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. Now you got to GoFundMe. Okay. So we're going to keep it like that for right now. G'd up, straight up. Everything we do is legit over here and we run everything professionally. I'm completely professional always. Everything is professionally done. So, like I said, if we could get over $1 million in funding, I would use that money specifically for everything I'm telling you. I would use that to be able to go travel to these different cities and states, and I would go visit whatever criminals, people who are in jail, prisons, and I would talk to them and remind them that God got them and God has not forgotten about them, no matter how bad their situation is. I don't care what you did. We're going to still go talk to these people and make a difference and help them. You understand? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I had the money, like people like that, I'd be able to go see them and talk to them and offer them help. I'd be able to put money on their books. I'd be able to, pay for, like the legal stuff, like legal counsel and all that for attorneys for different things. I'd be able to actually help. And we're going to take one situation at a time. It's like what they did in the Austin Metcalf thing in the trial, I guess, but they did it for the wrong person, the evil, wicked dude who was completely in the wrong. See, we're here to defend the right people. We're here to help people and defend the people like we would have defended Austin Metcalf had I been given the opportunity. Okay. I can also use this funding. Like I said, I mean, the funding is going to be used directly for that. Nothing else. You know what I mean? But the point is, obviously, I'm Batman as well. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be living my life and being Batman and doing Batman missions and all that in different cities and states that I go to. Yes, the whole point is going to be done. All of it's going to be done as Batman. When I go visit and talk to you, I'm probably showing up as Batman. Not all the time. Sometimes I'll come as Tyree Sneed, but I'm going to be showing up as Batman all the time. People will love it. I mean, can you imagine a Batman walking into a jail and prison like I'm here for visitation? I mean, then people will love it. They'll get a kick out of it. And they're going to say, man, he's cool, he's real, and he's coming to, talk to these people and help them. And I mean, I'm talking about these are the funds that we can use these funds to bail the right people out who actually deserve it. Do you not understand? I'm talking about working on like an individual, case basis, basically. I wouldn't call them cases because we're not built like that yet. But, I just say individual case basis, meaning case like different cases, different, people, different stories, so it'd be on an individual case basis. And I would basically pick and select people that I want to go help. Right. And then I'd be able to go help them and I'd be in their city. Right. And it would help me to be able to facilitate everything so I can whatever have a spot in that city. And also, we can work on building places for like the youth to go, places for people like these ministry homes. We can expand that. We can build our own ministry homes. Everything will be kept within the same categories and the same thing to help people. If I already talk to people within the ministry programs, then they already have an understanding of who I am. I can restructure and change that entire system. This funding will be used exactly for what I say and nothing else. This is what I'm saying. I mean, I'm trying to help people. You understand? I'm not doing anything ever for selfish means or to just get rich quick. I want to truly, this is my purpose. This is what I enjoy doing. I would like to have enough money where I don't have to worry, where if I'm hungry, I can go get a bite of food at Taco Cabana. That would be nice. Yes. But like, I don't need much. I'm not concerned about me if I can just get this funding from whoever. The government could give me this money. They could send money to the GoFundMe. Everyone can now. Hell, departments can, agencies, anyone can donate. Anyone. Corporate America could send me some money. Y'all owe me. Y'all owe me. After what all y'all put me through, all y'all owe me millions of dollars, bro. Here's your chance. See, this is what these folks don't get. And guess what? if anything happened or if anything didn't work out or anything flopped, which I know it won't, I'll just come out with another one. I'm not going to stop until I get my funding. I want my funding just like I want my federal funding. I want the government to pay me what they owe me. I want my inheritance that was stolen from me back, right? I want Carly Fiorina, right, to be held accountable in a court of law, right, and do her prison time for tampering with my trust, allegedly, but we all know what happened. I want all of this that's justice. See, you're not listening. I don't just go away. I'm the gift that keeps on giving. I want my justice. I'm here to get my justice completely. This GoFundMe is a major milestone for everything that we're doing here in my business. It's a big deal because it's going to get people involved. Okay? This is the point. This is the start of something beautiful. This is the start of me really looking for funding. Trump, like I said, got over 3 million in campaign funds for what? For being an evil, wicked person that does nothing but mess this country up more. And you think that we shouldn't be getting millions of dollars in funding? Like I said, it's like an election. I'm better than these people. I'm better. I'm a good person. People can relate to me. I come from the hood and ghetto. I've walked a hard walk with everybody. I've been in and out of jail. I've been in and out of the shelters. I've had a hard life. I can teach people things. People can learn from me, and I have the right character, and I'm incorruptible. So Joker tells Batman, "You're truly incorruptible, aren't you?" You understand? This is what happens when you know what I mean? When he says like a movable object meets an unstoppable force, right? Y'all better wake up, bro. We on to some whole new stuff here. We leaving y'all behind. We ain't worried about what you talk. It ain't about material possessions, man. Please stop that nonsense, man. This is about helping people and changing lives, man. Saving people, saving lives, bro. I will use this money if y'all donate and send money to this GoFundMe or any way that people support me financially. I'm going to be using this money to travel across the country. That's the main thing, to help these people, right? To find people. And guess what? What do you think? In the process, if I'm in cities and states and there's crazy stuff going down, you think I can't put on the bat suit and go stop this stuff from happening? See, it ends up accomplishing two tasks with one try. You understand? That's the point. Like anywhere I'm at, I can be Batman. I can go on missions and do what I need to do. I'm just telling you the truth. If we get any kind of funding at all towards me or my name, I can use that funding to do all of this, and I can use the funding to get what I need and the resources because we have to travel, right? And I can do the Batman missions. I can definitely build the suits. That's all cheap. That doesn't take anything. I can do that all out of my own pocket. Huh, what do you mean? Any money I get, I can use money to build other businesses. I compound and build businesses. I built businesses for a bunch of people. I worked hard as hell for other people. That's why I realized I'm gonna work hard for me now. I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing. I ain't never got sold short. What do you mean? I'm a hustler. For real. Like I said, all y'all got a chance to put your money where your mouth is, man. All y'all got a chance to put your money where your mouth is. You understand? Like I said, all y'all need to go to that GoFundMe and support, man. Straight up. It's a big deal. I'm not on what y'all on. I don't create things like y'all. I don't go beg like y'all. I'm not an opportunist like y'all. I ain't never done this. Not once. This is the first time I'm really actually taking this serious and trying to do this. And like I said, ain't none of you stopping nothing over here. I won't let you. Nope. Anything happens, I'll come right out with another one until I get my funding. I'm going to get my funding now, whether you like it or not. I don't care what I got to do. You understand? Real talk, bro. You know what I mean? I might start an OnlyFans too and do Batman content. We gonna figure out how to do this. You ain't gonna stop nothing. I promise that. None of you little Karens. So, like I said, you should find something better to do with your time. You won't get a reaction over here. You won't cause anything for me or any trouble or any issues or problems. I'm too smart. I've got you outsmarted, Karens. I own you. Now you got to move on. This is what happens when you come against the Son of God and a grown man. You feel me? See, I ain't never got to get aggressive again because I know how to win. I know how to be smart. I'm truly righteous. I'm not trying to win. I know how to be smart. I know how to do things the right way. I'm a real man of God. This is what people don't get, man. It's a different kind of fortitude. It's a different kind of strength. See, I was forged. It's different. It really is. It's truly different. I was built by God. Like I said, 52 world records. I mean, it can't get any more successful. I got all the wealth, all the equity. People love me. People try to help me in the little ways that they can. I'm appreciative for everything. I'm eternally grateful. That's what God taught me, to be grateful for everything, every little thing I get. I want to help people, man. That's what I want to do. So, I mean, if he told me speak my truth in the hard places, it sounds like somehow he going to give me the funding. I hope he gives me funding, and then I hope that this stuff works and we can get some kind of campaign funding on top of that as well. I hope that God blesses these projects and blesses everything I'm doing, which I know he will, so that we can get. I need the money, man. I need funding, bro. It's the only way I can do it. I really truly want to help people, man. I would really go visit these people in jail and prison. I would work 24 hours a day. I would get sleep, of course, at some point, but like, you know, I don't even sleep that much. So I mean, I would love working. I would travel, like if it was somebody in prison or jail, and not just prisons and jails. I'm talking about talking, speaking publicly at schools. I'd be able to set up different appointments, times. That's how I would tell them to do it. I'd say, "Hey, look, I'd like to do it in a closed arena like a gymnasium. You can bring one class at a time, and I'll just repeat my sermon in a different way and do it repetitively. That's fine because that's better than me being exposed outside the way that, what just happened in that situation. Had Charlie Kirk been in a gymnasium, they couldn't have done that. That's just the facts. Now, you can always have someone that might just, whatever, willy nilly, you got crazy people. But in a gymnasium, it's much easier to, protect yourself and take care of yourself and make sure you're good and everybody's okay. So that's what I'm saying. I'll just have one class at a time come into the gymnasium while I speak. I got no issue with repeating, the sermon or doing it a little differently each time. You know what I mean? That way they all get a different message a little bit. I think that'd be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Speak at the prisons, the jails, all these different places. Hell, I'll do it to shelters. I'll talk to the shelters. You know what I mean? I can go talk to corporations. And then the thing is, you think these people aren't going to pay me? They'll pay me to do this stuff, bro. It won't be me paying them. They'll end up paying me. They'll end up like actually paying me to go to these places and speak. I'll be getting offers and gigs to do it all the time. So that's what I want, and then while I'm working on top of it as Batman. So, you know, uh, you know, y'all do what you want to do, but like I said, I'll just never understand it, man. There's so much evil in this world. All y'all want to sit around and pout about it and go, "Oh, it's so sad. It's such a tragedy." If it's so sad and such a tragedy, how come none of you people talk when I'm trying to talk to you? How come none of you come talk to the guy who's making the change? It's hypocritical. You have a public that's just asleep and none of y'all want to make a change. You don't want to do nothing. It's always convenient. It's always anything else other than what comes from me. I don't know what that's about, man. Like real talk, that rejection of the Son of God, I could care less. I just think it's very odd, man. Like you can't claim then you people will do that, claim you believe in God. You can't believe in God and go against me. I'm human. I'm humanity. I'm the seed of man. You can't go against the Son of God and then claim you believe in God, bro. You people are full of it, bro. Like it's getting old, man. Like real talk, bro. Like with all of you, especially the so-called women, because y'all been doing that for years, man. They still, all of them, they online. I've seen, I can't even go on Facebook. There's a so-called woman making a post every 5 seconds complaining, giving their take on something, arguing, talking to themselves. So-called women talk to themselves all day. What's the point of that? But we got a public platform here. You don't see one so-called woman having an interview on here talking about public issues with me and actually getting to a conclusion, making a difference or a change, using their money. If they go to work, they can use any of their capital income to support me and donate, or they can go to my GoFundMe. Do you see any of them doing that? No, it's hypocritical. I mean, I don't understand. You don't value me. You don't value a human being in front of you, but you want to talk about God? That don't make no sense. They're selfish. Y'all ain't trying to make a change. You just want to run your mouth. All y'all want to talk like you're an activist. You're not an activist. What's the point? I'm just telling you the truth, man. People in the world is silly, bro. Y'all on something. I don't know what you talking about, bro. At any time, bro. Like it's crazy, son. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. They really need me to go talk to these people and help them because I can. And you ain't never got to worry about me keeping my cool because I control my emotions to a T. I'm always in cool. I'm always on cool mode. I know exactly what I'm doing. You will never have issues with me. That's why it's crazy. Like, give the opportunity to the people who deserve it. Give the opportunity to the champ. I'm the top calisthenics competitor and champion in the world right now. I proved that on camera. What do you mean? Like, y'all want to have events and stuff. Events for what? I'm gonna have an event. I mean, sure, we could do it, I guess, but like, I don't like atmospheres like that because you got nothing but a bunch of jelly people around me. You could see me on a camera. That's good enough for you. Like real talk. I mean, I'd be down to do an event, but like, don't try to sit there and act like any of y'all can compete or you showing me up, bro. Y'all crazy? I can't do what I do, bro. Do these lifts, bro. The lifts is the hardest exercise in existence, bro. It's something most human beings could never even comprehend or do. You understand? And I'm trying to push myself way further. but I got to be well rested. You know what I'm saying? You see, like right now, I'm already working all the time, man. Like that's what I want to do. I want to help people, bro. I want to pull up to people like let's say you just walked into a sentence, right? Let's say maybe you got a life sentence or worse, right? And then all of a sudden they say, "Hey, yo, like Batman wants to come visit you. You cool with that?" And then they're like, "What the hell? Like who's Batman?" Like it's this guy. Like he comes and he speaks to people and he helps people and he preaches the word of God and speaks about God. He lets people know that God hasn't forgotten about him. I mean, wouldn't that change your whole mindset? Wouldn't that make you have something to be excited about? That's what I'm looking for. Not a feeling, but the whole gratification of it, that it will change things for someone, that it will let them know that God is real, that God does care, that God never abandons us ever, that God is in control no matter what, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how bad it looks in life, God still loves you. And that's what people really need to hear. You understand? I don't think God agrees with the justice system on this planet, okay, at all. I don't think that God, you know, thinks it's okay what these people are doing, or that they want to, judge others and do these crazy things, towards humans, no matter what you've done. I mean, who are they to dictate that? That's God's job. See, that's the thing I don't get. I don't believe in none of that. I just don't. I really don't. I believe in justice to an extent, but even my perception on justice has changed drastically. I think humans are human and they make mistakes. I believe in standing up for yourself. I believe in true justice. Yes, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. That's something that God understands. God is all about true justice. God is not about this justice system. This system is a joke. It's a system of injustice. You understand? Like, that's my thing. Like, I want people to know you have someone who stands up for you no matter what. And I'm the son of God. So if nobody else gonna be there for you, I'll be there for you every step of the way, no matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter. If you're in prison or jail, I'll be there for you every step of the way. And I would use that capital to help them. Put money on their books, have legal counsel, all that. All that. Seek legal advice, get everything that they need facilitated, and I do it on a case to case basis. I'd just pick different people and I'd go visit them. I'd try to go talk to them. I look for visitation hours. I try to make sure it's okay with them, right? And that they agree, of course. We want people to, want to do it, and participate. It'll be like a program. And, I would just remind them and talk to them and tell them and listen to their situation. And then that'll help me to preach and teach people too about the situations that I see and what I'm a part of, because at that point I'm involved in to some degree, not involved in what they've done or their mistakes, but I'm involved as far as talking to them in their situation. That's what I want to do. I That would make me happy. I really think that that's one of my purposes. I think it would be a beautiful thing. So I want to travel and help people, and it's for all sorts of people, and I mean it can help get people out of these situations. I mean, we're talking about legal counsel. I mean, to hire a lawyer. I mean, this can help people tremendously, so that they're not dealing with only court appointed lawyers that are corrupt. So that I can be there in the court to point out, hey, look, this dude's corrupt. Hey, look, this dude, look at what they're doing right now. This is all illegal. So that now, there can't be all this foul play and this mischief going on within the corrupt departments either, because you'll have Batman right there in the courtroom and in the situations. Almost like an attorney, but without being an attorney, which while I'm doing it, I could obviously, pay out of pocket and go to law school on the side, and then I could become an attorney too, or I can get, there's like a certificate, I think, or some kind of degree you can get to where you can practice civil law. I could do that too, to where I basically would be an attorney. There's different things I can do. This can launch a lot of opportunities for me and get me started, because I'm a genius. And like I said, I would expand with all that. I mean, if I wanted to become a judge, I could become a judge. Me personally, I don't want to be a judge because it's not my place. I'm a human being, and I don't believe anybody has the right to impose their judgment upon others like that. That's the thing. I would not be able to deal with that on my conscience. Now, being an attorney, possibly. I don't even know about that at this point. Like, I won't do anything that goes against my moral compass. I'm very careful about protecting my soul because I know I'm going to heaven, and my fate. That's what y'all don't get. This is just a pathway to the next dimension. I love Christina more than anything. You understand? She's everything to me. We're going to be together no matter what. I know that. You know what I mean? So like, I've tried to protect my soul, man. This is an evil, evil world, man. Real talk. It's an evil place. You know, that's what y'all don't get. I got something holy within me. That's what the whole putting on the bat suit is about. I have to cloak my light. Y'all have no idea, bro, how deep this goes, how deep the rabbit hole goes with me and all this. But like I said, the whole point is I'm the creator being I create. Like I said, if Mr. Walford wanted to be successful, he should have accepted our offer. We would have built everything. You wouldn't be having to run around in Kansas with your dog Toto. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Oh, for real. Come on, son. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I make people laugh. I could speak publicly. I could speak, like I said, schools, universities, campuses, prisons, jails. I ain't scared. Go talk at all these places and help people and inspire people. Why not? People love me. People would love my energy. People would enjoy listening to me, and I can actually help people and make a difference. I would use this funding to help the youth too. Like, what's your dream? What do you want to accomplish? And we'll help them accomplish it. We can help college students. What do you actually want to do? Do you want to sit in this campus forever? I mean, that, like we're not gonna we're not gonna affect what you're doing. Like you're going to college, cool. We'll encourage you. You know, go to school. That's fine. That's good. You know, but let me facilitate something with your expenses to help you so that you can actually build a career instead of just sitting here while they feed you lies and nonsense and tell you that you're going to have a career when you're not. You're going to go out in the job market. You're an entitled millennial, and they're going to say you can't work at our company because we don't want entitled millennials. But I'll come in and say, you know what? I'll give you a job. And if not, I'll find you a job that you like. You understand? Why don't you come work for my company, Sneed Enterprises? You understand? You understand that just with my gifts alone, this could produce billions of dollars? This is what these folks don't get. These folks are worried about, they still think they're in control, talking to themselves, talking to themselves while they commit illegal crimes, worried about payment apps because they can't even speak directly, talking about a chat room. The chat room will never be open. It doesn't need to because I don't need audience interaction to speak a message that come from God. Homie, what do you mean? Y'all are funny. Imagine folks acting like they in control, but we getting to whole new levels and heights every day. Facts. I should have millions of people watching me, bro. You understand? Y'all don't get it, bro. I've got everything rolling, bro. This is not it. This is a small inkling of what I already got built. I'm already famous. You tell yourself what you want, homeboy. Y'all don't know nothing about me and you never will. It ain't none of your business. Worry about you. Feel me? I've been checkmated y'all a long time ago. Checkmate. I'm playing chess, not checkers. You feel me? Like I said, folks, it's funny, man. I'm way ahead of everybody, especially so-called enemies. I don't have any enemies. Feel me? So, like I said, everybody loved me. All these people are adoring fans, whether they're confused and disgruntled or not. You understand? So, like I said, at the end of the day, man, show some support, bro. We trying to help people for real and make a real change and a real difference, bro. You know what I mean? It's plain as day. So, if you support that and you support helping people and you want to see people do better, then support me, man. You know what I mean? That's all I can say, bro. I mean, gang stalking is a thing that's going on everywhere, different neighborhoods all over the planet right now. I'm talking about actively taking a actual stance to stop this stuff too, the right way, but to stop it and to go talk. I'm talking about even in neighborhoods. This is the point of Batman. The point of Batman is to preserve and bring peace, not anything else. You know what I mean? To handle things the right way as much as possible. To come make a change, though, you have to have power and dominance to create change. It's something I naturally have with me and in me. You understand? I'm not owned by this system. The system don't control me. I get to do what I want to do. Money just gives me more freedom to do what I want to do. And we can record music too while we do it and stuff. You know, that's the thing. Like, I'd be some of them guys in prison and jail. I mean, I'd record some music with them if they allow me. I'm sure they would work out something where we could have people have some fun. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, can you imagine me like recording with like people in jail and prisons? Like, I'm sure they have a way to do it maybe in there. You could do that. Yes, you can. There's a lot of things you can do, bro. You know what I mean? Or they could send files. A lot of them got phones. We could record through the phones and all that and make music. You know what I mean? Be a lot of exciting concepts for content too. And then guess what? All the channels expand, build, and voila. I don't get it. I could build a record label on the side with this. I can build schools. I can build all sorts of stuff, bro. I would love to build a school personally. Honestly, I'd love to build a school that I'm the principal of and I run. I would actually build it though. I'd use the money to build it. All y'all got to do is donate, man, and support this GoFundMe, bro. We'll get everything going. That's what I'm saying. See, the thing is, if somebody says they're getting gang stalked, like that Brooke chick today, I'll be able to go visit them. I'd be able to go talk to her in jail or prison and help her with her case. So I'd be able to help her hire a lawyer, legal counsel, all that. And I would actually, on some degree, be defending her, right? I'm not an attorney yet, but that's the thing. I could, if I had the money, then I can try to get my law degree quick. You understand? I believe there's a quicker way to do it too. And if not, that's fine. I take the time, I study, I pass the bar, and that's it. And I'm an attorney. You understand? But either way, I can be there to support. I don't have to be their attorney. You understand? Because I'll be the one paying for the attorney. I would be the one who these funds would be used to get legal counsel and all that to help them, to facilitate their environment. And I'd defend them and say, nah, this lady is not wrong, right? And y'all are taking things out of context. This is a fact. And yeah, she lost her temper, right? But at the same time, she came to y'all, right? She tried to get legal help the right way, just like everyone does. All of us did this, and you denied that. So how this is what kind of game are you playing? You can't say the law is only applicable where you want and then pretend that everything didn't happen when all of us did the same thing. We all did what we're supposed to and followed the law and came and asked for help, and you did nothing. So how do you decide when you do your job and when you apply law? That's a setup. What they did with that Brooke chick was a setup. So when you have a guy who has money and funds behind him like me empowering his Batman, then people are going to think twice about doing this stuff. And now you successfully dismantled the corruption in the entire system through an effective approach the right way without doing, what she just did, without walking into sentencing, without committing crimes, without giving them what they want and taking their bait. You defeat narcissism by standing your ground and not taking bait, by being emotionless, by not reacting. This is why reacting and responding is something they use against you and such a powerful tool if you give them what they want. You understand? This is how cowards move. Yes, it's wrong. Yes, it's cowardly, but you can't take their bait. Sometimes you do got to stand up though and tell them what it is. I agree with that. You know what I mean? Real talk. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's what I'm saying. Talking is a totally different thing than committing crimes. Talking is talking. You understand? Like I said, I'm all about self-expression and freedom of speech on any level. No, they can't control that. No, they can't tell you you can't say that. They were totally out of line to tell her she can't say what she said. She could say whatever she wants. She's a grown woman. What do you mean? She's entitled to her viewpoint. It doesn't have to agree with yours, no matter what. Like I said, what you're saying basically is you're so corrupt, you support gang stalking. That's what you're saying. You're saying you support what they're doing. And yes, you're using people of different ages and different creeds to do it because you want to give them a pass and say, oh, it's okay. That's why you're using them. It's all convenience. You're using them as a tool, right? This is what narcissists do too. They will use the youth as a tool to use against people who they're targeting. So what do you mean? People are not supposed to stand up and say the truth and say, hey, this is what you're doing and stand up? If people are evil, they're just evil. It doesn't matter. What do you mean? That's a fact. So no, what she said is right. I mean, what do you mean? No, people are going to stand up for themselves. And the more that y'all play these games, the more you're going to figure out that human beings stand up for themselves. I don't know what to tell you. That's reality. No, people don't just get a pass because of any of that. No, they don't. They don't just get a pass. No, they don't. What do you mean? They don't get a pass because of their age. I don't. It's not like you can't talk about things or that's off limits. That's not how reality works. No, it's not. And this is the problem with folks. What they did with her was a complete setup. They took a situation, completely took it out of context, tried to paint it and make it look like something else. And see, if we get this funding, I get so much power that when I talk, the people have to listen. It's no more. They can't dismiss me. They can't do fake comments in a chat. They can't try to do these fake situations. They already can't do them. They can't try to set me up. They can't do me like her because we don't give them a reason to and we're too smart. And I already have too much power. But when I get that kind of money behind me and we get millions of dollars backing us, then I can really speak. And I'd still be talking the same way because it's the right thing to do. Do I agree with everything she said? No, not everything. I think she was a little out of line, but also understand the frustration and anger that comes along with going through being gang stalked. And this is in the GoFundMe that I went through this myself. I still would be to this date had I not stood up for myself. And me standing up for myself was ugly. It wasn't nothing pretty about it. So you have to understand, in her position, she doesn't have a choice. Now imagine if she's had someone like me that could get on the podium and speak and explain this to a jury. You think that wouldn't help her case? That's the thing. They just act like it's one way or the other. It doesn't work that way. If you have court too and you have trials, there's juries. You can win over a jury and explain to them reality. No, this woman is trying to defend herself. She's homeless out there fending for herself. She's trying to protect herself. She's not in the wrong. She's clearly not malicious. She's not having any intent towards anyone. She's just defending herself. She's a woman. She's by herself in the street. What do you mean? Wouldn't you do the same thing? Like what? People are supposed to protect themselves. She's not doing anything wrong because she spoke, because she talked. But no, they took the situation completely out of context and then said she was over there. She was on a campus because she drove in to get plates. That has no connection to you trying to now make up a lie and say that she has some fake intent. She didn't have intent to do anything. She was talking about a situation, and then she went and got plates, and that's it. Meaning took photos and videos of plates of the people gang stalking her. She didn't have any intent, just like she said. I didn't have an intent. Like you're trying to take two totally different situations, match them together, and like pancakes at IHOP, and pour syrup on them and say, oh, these are one and two in the same. Yeah, you're just setting folks up. It's the same thing they did with me in Green Bay. Give me my $800 back. All y'all were corrupt up there, and I put you in your place and told you what it is. Whatever you're doing, it's not working. I said, you want to see the bank account? Because it is working. Y'all some haters. That's what you are. Y'all some jealous cowards, all of you. And see, you get someone like me, and I can pay for your legal defense, people like that, and I can probably get up there and speak on the podium because I could defend people better than an attorney. Because I mean, my dad was an attorney, so he basically raised someone who's natural born. I know everything about the law. Like I could be one of the best attorneys in the world. I just have to go finish the law school and all that. That's the thing. They act like, oh, you need this and that. I don't need any of it because without being an attorney, I would have more power than any of the attorneys. I'm the one who's going to be paying for the legal counsel. I'll be paying for your lawyer. So you think they're not going to let me talk? Of course. I'm the one paying for all this. I'm the one facilitating it. If I want to speak and they want me on the podium for a minute to speak and say something, I'll talk. And I'll explain the same thing. I'm going to say, no, you folks are corrupt. You're sitting here setting her up. It's right here in front of everybody. I mean, the jury can see it right in front of your eyes. What's going on? Hell, it's almost better because you get a opinion from somebody who's not an attorney, because an attorney always looks like they have a bias because, well, that's their job. You see my point? Like, you folks don't know the meaning of power if it was standing in front of you just like I am. That's why y'all can't see it every day. Y'all are funny, man. I have limitless options in life. I can become anything I want. That's the difference between you and I. I'm not worried about material possessions and vans and this and that. Hey, Mr. Walford, I got something to tell you. As much as y'all talk about homeless and this and that, and obviously it bothers you, that word, why don't you focus on buying a home? How about that? I mean, instead of getting more worthless vans that aren't going to do nothing for you, that are completely pointless and you have nowhere to put them. I mean, just saying that sounds so silly. You're going to get three vans. How are you? Two people can't have three vans. What are you going to do? You're going to drive them separately to the property. How are you going to get back to the other van? You're silly, bro. You can't have three vans and be homeless. You got to have somewhere to park them. They're funny. I'm telling you, they're a walking contradiction. This is what I'm saying. Like, I would lighten the mood. I'd lighten the air. I'd make things better. Like, nah, you could tell that that Brooke chick is a good person. Sincerely, you can tell that she's completely with it. She's smart. She knows what she's talking about. And no, she said the truth. And then she got on air on the radio and said it again. Good. Keep telling them the truth. No, they need to hear reality that this is wrong and sick. And you people are using people as puppet pawns. That's what you do. And your system eats its own. And you use these people because they're Masons and they have no soul. Yeah, and they have evil intent 100%, and that's wrong, and it's sick, and no, people shouldn't put up with it. We don't tolerate Satan in this country, and that's exactly what I would ask the jury. I would say, so if you convict her today, what you're saying
no matter what you say. And this is public, so it's airways that now are public. So see, I can change verdicts in court because of the power I have, because now the whole public is watching your case in court and saying, okay, well, if you convict her today, jury people, right? If you convict her, jury, today in this courtroom, then what you're saying is you all have sold your soul and you support Satan 100%. Now, if that's the way you want to go, that's perfectly fine. But just understand you're all evil, you're wicked, and you're going against God. And that's a fact, because you're trying to convict a person who's completely innocent, has done nothing wrong, and is just clearly talking out of anger and frustration. And that's all y'all do. Y'all say that people having emotions is wrong. No, people who are not human are wrong. That's where you're wrong. No, people should have feelings and stand up for themselves against these evil people at all costs. Completely. That's what I'm saying. No, no, we don't have to sit here and put up with this, nor will we. No, 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 no. Not at all. You're in for a rude awakening. God's wrath is upon all of you. You people are silly. Okay? No, this is human beings you're playing with. And human beings react like human beings. The lesson learned here, don't play with human beings. That's the lesson. You should have learned it already. Like I said, I would talk right to the jury. I'd say, if you convict her today, you're convicting an innocent person and you're siding with the devil. It's as simple as that. So if that's what you want to do, be my guest. I don't understand how you can live in a satanic country and then complain about, oh, everything is a mess. Everything is wrong. You're hypocritical as hell. That's the thing. These judgments in court don't just end with the courtroom. They trickle into how y'all live your lives, how y'all do everything, bro. It's a joke, man. This is why nobody takes this country seriously, bro. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. You understand? People have freedom of speech. They can say whatever they want. I don't care if it's past limit. I don't care what it is. They can say whatever they want. And these platforms need to stop that too. Oh, in my last show, they muted the part where I said that they use the chat rooms, right? Because this is from the government directly. And they use the chat rooms to facilitate these environments, just like she said. They said this is being facilitated by the internet. She figured out the entire case and figured out what these corrupt departments all across this nation and world are hiding, which is the fact that they're doing trafficking and they don't want the public to know. And what's going to happen is I'd be able to basically get to the point where I can have them launch full investigations of the departments. They're going to find out that they're all doing trafficking, and then their secret's completely out, and they all get indicted. They'll all have federal indictments. They'll go to federal prison, right? And it's that simple. Okay. So I would have more power than attorneys. I would have legal power as Batman too. But I need the funding. You understand? I mean, either way, I've got a ton of power because it all comes from my genius mind and being righteous, truly righteous. But if we get funding, well, then the power jumps leaps and bounds quickly, because I know how to have money and have money equal power. When I have money, it's power. If the Walfords have any money, it's not power. They just waste it on meaningless bands so they can drive around and go to Kansas with their dog Toto. For real, Groovy Jimmy, you gonna do another stream tonight and waste your time for free? He said we don't make money over here. Well, when's the last time you made a dime? They still had that other dude on there. His name tells it all, right? And the other dude on there who can't do anything right or make a legal living, and he sits there and brags about it because he's delusional. He sat there and said, yeah, you would have a check, a big check by now, a hefty check. Bro, Groovy Jimmy will never make money, digital money. He's never made a dime on here. He never will. Get over it. And he works for pennies on the dollar. He works for minimum wage, washing dishes, trying to copy my hustle that I'm way better at. I guarantee you, if I went in there and was hired and I worked there and we took turns washing dishes, they'd say, you're fired, Groovy Jimmy. Tyree Sneed is our new dishwasher. Said what? He keeps running his mouth. I might actually go apply over there. Do you understand that I have power to just show up in Katy, Texas and go apply at the same company? I want to be a dishwasher and then outdo you as a dishwasher and take your job. Real talk. These people don't get it. You want to talk about petty? I'm not petty. I'm just a boss. Like what? Like keep talking. Like real talk. I'll be working your job. I'll be the new dishwasher. Come on, son. I'm the best dishwasher on the planet. You feel me? And for what? Like, I guarantee you I made more washing dishes in Green Bay than you ever did. I was working 2 jobs doing it, so it's guaranteed I make more income than you. What do you mean? They told you I was making over $2,000 before breakfast on my stocks. That's why I didn't get a settlement, because I succeeded with my investing skills. I'm a financial connoisseur. What are you talking about? See, these folks funny, man. You want to talk and run your mouth, but y'all ain't about no money. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. I've been making money my entire life. We making money now. What do you mean? Like, I don't care. We could call it underpaid, whatever. That's fine. But I'm building my own company out of all this. It ain't about the money. It's about the resources and the tools. The money will come later. You understand? Like these people act like, oh, we don't have options, we can't figure out. But like I said, I could go to a street level in any city and state in this country and figure out how to build from scratch. I already know how to make money and hustle. It wouldn't even take me long. I guarantee you, within a few months, anywhere I go, more times than not, 9 times out of 10, I'm good at talking. I've got an energy about me. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I'm gonna figure out how to get to the bread, like I've done a million times. So, and like, hopefully I don't have to do that again. That's the point. So, like I said, if you give me this funding, God, please give me this funding. Please, somehow, please send me the money so I can get this business started, man. So I can go help people and speak at these jails and prisons and schools and campuses and universities and corporations everywhere and spread the word of God and tell the truth about you, God. You know what I mean? And do your will and do God's work so that I can help these people and help them and remind them God has not forgotten about you and God still loves you. You understand? Like I said, I mean, I'm telling you, like the situation down here with Karen Silva, like I said, I mean, I don't agree with what happened. I don't know completely what happened. I just saw part of an article and that's it. But like I went to high school with her. So my whole point is people like that, if I had the money and the resources, I'd be able to try to see if I can go visit and talk to them. I'd be able to try to say, hey, do you need help financially with legal counsel? I'd be able to help people within their situations and their environments instead of being cold like the public is being about that. And with all these people and anyone who ever catches a case or has anything go wrong, all y'all are super cold and have nothing but negative things to say. I want to do the opposite. I want to be there for people and say, hey, yo, God still loves you. He hasn't forgotten about you. Truly, no matter what you did. People make mistakes, man. People are in different situations, bro. It's not always their fault. This is the real truth. Like I said, y'all have no heart, man. Like real talk, no heart, no soul. But you created a soulless country, and then y'all wonder why you're all miserable. All y'all care about is money, and none of you even have it. I own more wealth than the president. Okay, than the illusion of what the president has, because he doesn't own anything. That's why he can never pay for anything. He doesn't have any money. Yeah, even their illusion, I own more wealth than them to date right now. And I've made and spent more money than anyone who ever walked this planet or existed. So I mean, don't talk to me about no money, bro. You got a world that's silly, and when you got a genius in the world, he gonna move y'all around like puppet pawns and the chess pieces you are, like I do every day. I'll do whatever I want with any of you and say whatever I want. There's nothing you'll do about it. And your system don't scare me at all because I'm already dismantling it. It's actually a very weak, fragile system. You know what I mean? I was put here to dismantle this system and expose that it's a complete joke and it's all corrupt. It's all fake. Feel me? So, like I said, it is what it is, and it's never personal. You know what I mean? So until people make it personal, that's the thing. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm not trying to be politically correct. Nah, I'm just what it is. I'm the mirror. You understand? You're gonna see in me whatever you doing that's wrong. I'm gonna expose it right back to you. We expose over here for real. Feel me? So, like I said, I'm the power of the universe, man. I'm the creator energy. I create whatever I want. You know what I mean? Mr. Walford, if you want to succeed, man, why don't you come on over here? You're in Kansas, right? Why don't you take a trip, come on out here and come talk to me? Real talk. You want to build some businesses? Hey, why don't we go into business together, brother? Why don't you stop being jelly and be grown? You're grown, right? And act like it. And why don't we go into business together and actually build this? I can help you get your land up and running, right? If God and when God gives me the funding, I can definitely help you with it and build it all up. Like I said, I mean, do you want to do that or not? I don't want anything that you claim to have. You don't have nothing. I got so much more, and I could care less because I don't care what I have. Everything I have, I would give away right now. I don't care about material possessions at all. I care about God. That's the thing these people don't get. I'm a devout like Christian. Like I believe in God. That's all I care about. And Christina, I don't care about all this other stuff y'all care about. I mean, it's meaningless to me. So, I mean, if you're going to talk about someone, at least get your facts straight about who they are and what they believe and a little bit about them. Y'all don't know nothing about me. So, like I said, man, like I said, I don't know, man. Maybe he'll figure it out one day, but you definitely don't have it together right now. All right. So, you keep doing what you do, man. You got all these folks on the internet, they want to talk and they want to talk down, but I mean, you can't talk down on what's clearly way above you, right? I'ma always stand above y'all, man. Y'all funny, bro. They couldn't even come close to being anywhere near my level. And now I'm figuring out how to launch projects and try to create campaign funding. This is like an election, bro. If I ran for president, I guarantee you I'd win. Because can't nobody come close to me because I don't even leave room for error or people to talk mess about me. Every single stance, I make sure that I win. I'm omnipotent, basically. So, like I said, if people in the valley, people anywhere, if you want to really put your money where your mouth is, if you looking for an outlet to really support someone who's individual, independent, sovereign, and can actually make a difference in this country and world, I'm an independent politician. If you fund me as an independent politician, I can run for mayor of Brownsville. I can become a mayor, I can become a governor, I can become any kind of political position in the valley, and I can, go into any office position and run for office. I could run for president of the United States. That's what y'all don't get. That's where we're leaning towards. So all the people who listen when they like, he's got a YouTube channel. I don't have a YouTube channel. I've been an independent politician that made and spent more money than your entire government. That's why I was set up and targeted for making too much money, Duke. I never was broke or struggling or any of the things that you people try to project onto me. You don't know anything about me. I'm the rich guy. Okay. I'm the business connoisseur and genius who's been successful at every project I ever did and made and spent more money than any of y'all will ever imagine. Any of y'all. I've seen more ends than any of y'all. Y'all will never come close to me. People know that down here. So just because, oh, I don't have money at one given time, currency, cash, right, doesn't mean I forget who I am. And that's the thing with evil, wicked, failure people like that. They want you to be like admit defeat that's not there. Like, oh, I'm not me because I don't have a lot of money. I wasn't the money. Money don't make me. I make the money. See, y'all determine your self value off money, and you're all poor. So, like I said, man, come holler at me when y'all want to actually build businesses. Other than that, you're gonna keep failing. And like I said, we'll continue to watch the Walfords epically fail because it's awesome. It's hilarious. You can't win because you don't think. You don't have the right formula, and you don't want to come to the round table and work with someone who can build it all for you. I can build the whole thing. I can fix that land up. We can feed the homeless in Deming, New Mexico, right? I can talk to them for you so we can build a better rapport for you and better relationships so they don't bother you as much. You understand? But I mean, you just got ran out of Deming, New Mexico. You might want to address that first before you start making up more lies and shifting your eyes and putting your little head down because you know you're being a little sneaky badger, right? That one right there, he's a little sneaky. We can all be a little sneaky sometimes. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Stay sneaky.